A group of Starbucks employees walked off the job this morning. News 4's George Rickard live in the newsroom right now to tell us what happened.
Well, it all has to do with short staffing and the company's COVID protocol, and it may be the first real test of strength between the company and its first ever union.
We walked out of the store this morning.
It wasn't the whole staff, but it was 5 of the morning shift workers who walked out, prompting a temporary closure of the Starbucks on Elmwood, which just weeks ago became the first in the nation to unionize.
This is just another way of showing that we have each other's backs, because we're going to make sure that we're all taken care of for refusing to work in unsafe conditions.
They say at least one of their co-workers tested positive for COVID, and about 10 others are in isolation with symptoms.
Some of us were directly exposed to people who tested positive, and we were told that as long as we don't show symptoms, we can still come in. So people who had direct exposure with positive COVID people were coming into work with other people.
But Starbucks spokesman Reggie Borges tells News 4 that if an employee is in direct contact with a positive case, they can be fully paid for a 5-day isolation window, even without showing symptoms, and that the company gave partners the opportunity to stay home if they felt unsafe with pay. And then there's the mask mandate for customers.
We were told yesterday that we weren't even allowed to refuse service to unmasked customers who refused to put on a mask.
On that, the company says that the mask mandate on customers was originally enforced, but is now discouraged because some workers felt uncomfortable, prompting confrontation. A spokesman insists that workers still have the option to enforce it on customers, but they are taking on a risk. So the Elmwood store, Starbucks, remains closed with some workers inside cleaning. There's no indication when it may reopen. George Rickard, News 4.